Hey guys, it's M4J here, and welcome back to Transport Fever 2, and welcome to a financial catastrophe. Yeah, basically we have to make up money, because right now, in fact you can kind of see over here there's a problem. What is this? This has been pinging at me as well. We're trying to get to Bridge House. Hang on, let me close this window a sec. Let me close this one too. You, turn round. Head back to Richmond. And I'm sure from there we'll find out what's going on. This one is also part of that problem. So yeah, basically we've got no money coming in right now. I've actually managed to, through frugal spending and careful management, brought it down from minus 100 million to, I mean, I did get it into the positives, but you can see it's just starting to slip again. And I've been looking here to see what's making money and what isn't. In terms of making money, you know, Seaford to Luton Goods, that's pretty profitable. Food Loop, Luton to Crayford Freight, even Bridge House Coal is making lots of money. And then what's losing money? Minerals and Grain right now is losing money, and I don't really know why. That's kind of what I was checking out just now. Yeah. There's something not quite right with all this, which I'm looking into. This was making money. I think the problem is the trains aren't spread out right now. They're all next to each other. And there was a little hiccup that happened. I've turned off timetables, is something that I have done, because over at M4J Junction, which is not there, it's over here, I did a little bit of rebuilding last time, I believe, and it didn't really work out. So I've put some signals back in here. I've kept the waypoints, but I've put signals in as well, except for this one here where I couldn't fit one. But I don't think we have many trains that rocket through here anyway. I think it's just the Food Loop one, to be honest. Or maybe that one grain train as well that comes through. And that seems to have somewhat sorted things out. There is still a queue over this bridge, but it's not as bad. And there's sometimes a queue on this side as well. In fact, you can see there's a queue right now, which is not ideal. But the good news is... Were you carrying machines, by the way? You are carrying machines. That's good. So that's starting to work. That's starting to trickle through. The good news is, for the most part, it is starting to work. And one other thing that I did do off camera was rebuilt Bridge House station. So I've added another freight platform on this western side. Whoops, turned the camera the wrong way. On this western side. So there's now 3 freight platforms. The Richmond shuttle arrives in the center one, and then north goes on the left and south goes on the right. For the most part, that's all very nice and very lovely. I don't think I've changed anything on the passenger side. I don't remember changing anything on the passenger side. I believe that is the same. I also changed the junction on the north side here, so you can see the freight lines now go straight over. And in fact, I'll go one step further in the future and I'll reroute this bridge, so it will come more this way. And then, in fact, it might even travel further down on this side, and then it will cross over, and then it will slope down, and then it will join up. And that saves this from existing, basically, which would be great. And one other thing I've done over this side, you can see there's no flyover now. And I actually rebuilt all of this line up to Holsworthy to make it better slopes, basically, so that it's not as hard on the engines, because I think some engines were struggling to get up the slope, but also removed that flyover and that weird thing where the bridge was bi-directional, which meant trains were queued like halfway to Holsworthy to get across into the station if there was a train heading in the opposite direction. This, so far, seems to be fine. Seems to be working. Are you making money? Crayford to Luton. You're not making money right now, but you've got a few passengers on board, and I think that's going to make a difference. Hopefully it'll make a difference. This one here is arriving. Let's see how much money you make. So right now you're minus 700,000. Screech to a halt, and that's awful. But then stuff has been sat around for a while, so that could explain it as well. But one other thing I want to do is run cheaper locos again. So this train here is heading to Holsworthy at the moment. See how much money it's losing? Now the line itself is actually making money, so I don't want to mess around too much. But I think the problem is some of these trains are a little too long. And the engines themselves struggle to get up to speed. But also, these engines, they're so expensive to run. I don't know if there's, like OpenTTD has the base cost mod. I don't know if Transport Fever has something like that, but I definitely need something like that to keep this series going, because it is ridiculous how expensive these things actually are. Are you? Yeah, you are right. So you're going to get some passengers on board as well. We do actually have a fair few passengers travelling. It's just, I think the trains aren't spaced out, and the timetabling was supposed to fix that, but it didn't. It actually just made it worse. One other thing that I have done, if I scroll down, any second now, here, I have removed all the trains from the Richmond Maltby Express. They were constantly losing money. There was no sign of them ever making money, so I've just got rid of them. They don't exist anymore, which is sad, and we will bring it back one day, I'm sure. The plan originally for this episode, by the way, was to extend southwards from Richmond down this new main line here to, not Bedlington, down to, I think it was Ulverston. And actually it might have been via Bedlington, Poulton, Lafayette, and down to Corby and places like that, Lymington, Egham. To be honest, we could, so this line here goes from Richmond to Crayford and terminates. We could, in theory, build another station outside Crayford for this second Richmond line. Because the branch to Bedlington is this one here that goes through the hill. Then again, this is also going to be used for freight. So, he says that actually. Is there much freight around here? There kind of is, there kind of isn't. There's a lot of... helps you get one going in the right direction. There's a lot of logs here waiting to be transported, so I feel like we could have more vehicles on this line. Kind of the same on this side too. But then there's tools here, and there's oil here, and there's silver here that could be transported. So there's options. There aren't many, but there are options. Likewise, you've got grain to plastic, plastic to goods, plus planks or paper, or that's silver as well, isn't it? Yeah. So we get these planks and bring them down here. But yeah, maybe another station here at Crayford. Potentially linking up to this construction materials plant as well, and then the line can extend down to Ulverston, and then through this valley here to Corby, and maybe even across to, potentially it could split again, go down through Lymington to Egham, and then Ulverston, Poulton, Corby. Again, it might have to split again. But right now, I really just want to spend this episode going through and finding out why we're not making any money. Whether it's a timetable thing, whether it's these trains are too expensive, and actually coming up with a solution. Because this train here, look at that, 2 million in the positive. This train is making us money. And if I look here, there are 50 passengers waiting to get on board this train at this station, and you can see we've just broken into the positive numbers here as well. This has been a slog. This has been an absolute slog. For the record, this isn't the reason this episode is delayed. If you're watching this on Friday when the video actually goes out, this isn't why the episode was delayed. The reason the episode was delayed is because I've had a really hectic schedule at work. Been working on some really cool video projects, though. Very, very grateful still for what I do. But it has kicked me right where it hurts, which is in the upload schedule. So I've not had a huge amount of time for recording. But I've spent the week thinking about this, because I knew last week that we were in financial difficulties in this on this map, and I don't want to give up on this map because I'm loving this map so far. The aim was to link everything up on this map, so I'm going to keep persevering, and hopefully we will find a solution to this money problem. But for the time being, at least, I am going to have to make some cost cuts, and some of the things I'm considering doing. If I pause the game for a second, just as we tick into the positives there. One of the biggest issues we've got right now is running costs. So I want to look at steam locos. Actually, the first thing I want to look at is this. So the running cost of this is £905,000 a year, and it costs just under £5.5 million to buy. That is actually still cheaper than... Well, actually, it's not. It's more expensive. Have I altered something in it? Maybe I have. Because, I mean, it would be awesome. Oh, what's this? Oh, the Zephyr. It would be awesome to have one of these, but look how much it costs to run. And because of the way our network's designed right now, we can't actually run these through M4J Junction. They'll just get clogged up. So one option is to build a bypass line for that, which could work. Or is it possible to organize, there we go, by running costs? So I think the what on earth are these? The cheapest are at the top here, and then the most expensive are down at the bottom. So some of these, for example, like the auto tank, that would be perfect to run compared to, so what, hang on. I need to grab that train again to find out what loco was on it. Is there another one nearby that I can quickly grab? No. So where are we? Marston Mortain. Grab you. You are a E4. Okay. So if I come over here and if I look at the E4 or find the E4, there's the D1. So already that auto tank is cheaper. There's the E1. I'm not seeing any E4. Oh, there's the E4. So the E4 costs 2.5 million to buy and 425,000 a year to run, compared to the auto tank that is half basically in both cases. So I'm very tempted already to grab, you were the Crayford to Luton, weren't you? Yeah. If I grab these, if we do this, and if we do replace selected vehicles, and I literally want to buy one of these, already we're saving 6 million quid just on purchasing this, never mind actually running it. And then I kind of want, how much are you? 104,000 a year to run. 626,000 to buy, compared to this, which is more expensive in both cases. Or if I go down to, so that's the early one. Again, it's running costs. The cheapest are at the top. The most expensive are at the bottom. Oh yeah, that is definitely the case. So actually, I think I will go with something like this. Maybe a top light coach and a brake coach. So we're not saving money here as such. I mean, we're getting 600,000 back, which is very nice indeed. There we go. It's more the fact, oh, I did not check the capacities actually. That was very stupid. Sorry, 1 second. That was incredibly stupid. Because now we can't run. Yeah, bear with. Bear with. I think I'll take a slight hit on that side of things, to be honest. We could just run 4 wheels. I can't actually see with that. Just bear with. Bear with. Let's do that a sec. Pin that. Oops. I had a plan in my head and I've gone and goofed it already. So the GWR top lights, which I think we just had, yeah, they've got a capacity of 8 and 9, whereas these have got a capacity of 24 and 18, and these are cheaper than those, I believe. But their top speed is only 45, whereas these are 60. So I'm actually tempted to swap them out. Edit. Get rid of these, get rid of these, get rid of these, and then I want... Where are we? Not first class, third class. Let's go with that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Yeah, already it's incredibly expensive. But the capacity of these is 60 now. So actually I can remove some of those. Takes it down to 30. And then if I stick a brake on... 62 capacity, costs me 5 million to do. How's it unable to find a path? Which one's unable to find a path? I don't know which one. I don't know. It's fine. It's fine. We're fine. I'll check the running costs on that one again in a second. But you can see it's a popular line. So we do need to keep it. Let's check this as well. Oh, you've only got one train on you. That's why you're struggling. So yeah, that's the next thing. Is this line here needs to be more populated. Because right now, it's awful. You can see for yourself, there's only one train running on this line. And we need more than that. And we've just drifted into the negatives again. So that experiment has already failed. Minerals and grain should start making money soon. In fact, this one... Oh, you're going through M4J Junction now, I believe. Whereas this one is coming up to... In fact, where are you? I think you might have just emerged on the main line. This one... You're empty. I've noticed something else as well, actually, where sometimes these trains do just run empty. Like, it shouldn't be empty. There's no reason why it should be empty. But they do run empty, which is really... Like, they'll load up. They'll be fully loaded. And then before they get to the next station, they'll empty somewhere. I don't know. I don't know whether that's a glitch with the game or what, but it's a thing that happens. Seaford to Holsworthy here. Now these... Yeah. Why are you waiting? You look to me like you're about to go through... Yeah. So M4J Junction is also a massive issue here. It's one of the reasons why everything grinds to a halt. But without moving the entire station southwards, I don't really know how to go about fixing this one. One idea I did have was to build just a freight bypass line. Somewhere. And actually, I think the smartest place to build it would be on the north side. Because apart from these coal mines over here, or these mines over here, which can still be served by the current setup, if we build it on the north side here and have it run parallel to the lines here, we can then build some kind of crossing here, maybe a flyover to match the line, the setup that we've already got. And then all we have to do is rebuild this station to have center tracks, which shouldn't be too hard to do. And then the train can carry on this way and then rejoins the main line and continues to head north. That's great for pretty much everything that isn't serving the mines. The only other exception is this one here, which does have... Oh no, I thought it had stuff waiting, but it doesn't. That was the factory behind it that I saw. So actually, I think that might be what I end up doing right now. Because that can also connect to this flyover that we've got here. You can imagine instead of this single track setup, we just build a new double track setup here. Run it parallel to this, behind the signal box, build its own bridge, and then when it gets over here, we'll have this line here just go across in a straight line, and then this line connect up there. And that also works for trains that are continuing west here. I like this. I like this idea a lot. I kind of need the money to build it. I don't want to take out a loan in case it doesn't work. But that'd be a really good way to divert like 90% of the freight traffic that's currently blocking up M4J Junction. And the way we'll connect it up over here is probably... So this section here will have another line that branches off, and that will connect up over here. And then for the return... Maybe for the return we do just have it cross over. So this set of lines here could potentially continue and form a proper junction that goes right the way across. That might not be a bad way to go. You can see here even, this one's waiting for permission to access. In fact, where are you waiting? In fact, where are you going? I've just realised. You're in the wrong bit of the map. You're supposed to start at Gravesend and run down to Crayford. You must be a new train, right? Are you new? No. What the hell are you doing? I don't know what this one's doing. Oh, I was about to pause it then and start building, but we're going to have to wait a little bit longer. I'm going to put it on ×3 speed as well while I'm waiting. Also, it seems multiple trains get released and then stopped again. Like this one started moving and then came to a halt again. This one, I think you're fine. Okay, first sign of us getting money. The first thing I want to do is rebuild this station over here, because this is the important one. Also, that train only carries 64 livestock, and for some reason I feel like that's not enough. I don't think that is enough. Right, let's build this. So, hopefully we've got enough money here, otherwise this is going to be embarrassing. Tracks, we'll go with the 75 miles an hour. Like so. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And then we'll build a cargo platform. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Good stuff. Now this tunnel here, I believe, is a remnant from where it used to actually tunnel under the water. But for now, I'm going to reroute this slightly. There we are. Doesn't need to be completely rerouted. Just needs to be like this. I am also going to have this be a cutting, which is expensive, I admit, but it is what it is. Oh, you're not supposed to be overhead wires. That might be why it was so expensive as well. And then I'll just put it on keep. It's easier to do it that way. This one should be able to come round because the second one's always cheaper. Likewise on this side. It's kind of useful to have these things on curves because you can just redo the curve, and for the most part that fixes everything. There you go. And then you come round and connect up. And then for these, I think I could just get away with something like that there. If I could do the same thing on this side, that would be... Oh, I can. Look at that. Awesome. And then we'll do the same thing over here. So you'll come across like that. And then hopefully I can grab from there and do that. And then these can be double slips. Like that. And these could be double slips. Like that. Now what's the problem here? You. That's fine. You were leaving anyway. Well, if you weren't, you are now. Alright, signals. Just need the pair, I think. One here. Just before the station on that side, and then one here on the exit on this side. I feel like there's quite a large gap here, so I am going to put another one, I think there. That should be in a good spot. These signals are a little closer together than what we're used to as well, but that, again, that shouldn't be a massive issue. And then the final piece of the puzzle, for here at least, I mean, I could put some signals, maybe just waypoints. One on the north side of this platform, and then one on the south side of this platform. And that'll be set up for the rerouting, which, again, I could technically start doing now. So, what have we got? Minerals and grain. That's one that comes through here, isn't it? Let's find that line, because that is one of the problem lines. Right, manage line. So when it comes back up from Luton, towards Seaford, it's actually going to go via this waypoint, this waypoint, and then this waypoint. There we go. That's the first one rerouted. I think it should be on the right line there. Looks like it is. Good stuff. Anything else that runs from... Let's have a look. Seaford to Holsworthy. Don't think that stops anywhere else along the way. So that's another one that we could potentially reroute. In fact, this one I think we could reroute entirely, which would be awesome. But again, I don't know what to do. I suppose, yeah, okay. I have an idea. So from Seaford, where's Harrow signal number 6? Can I, like, find that somewhere? That's there. So, okay. Get rid of all of these then. That's easy. So after Seaford, your next point of call is this. You then come down into M4J Junction, but you run via, I guess it's these two waypoints here. Like so. And then on your way back, after Newton Aycliffe, you go via, oops, this waypoint, this waypoint, and then also up to here. Now the journey's longer, as you could probably see already, but it should be constantly moving, which I think is the main thing here. Like, these trains shouldn't slow down as much as they have done in the past. Any others? Seaford to Luton Goods? Don't think you stop. Oh no, you stop at Harrow, but then that's on the way back. So I might leave that one. Food Loop. That one's fine. Although again, actually, when you come back, so you stop at Hereford, don't you? But then actually you need to cross. So yeah, you're fine as well, because right now you do go that way, and then you come back this way. So you're fine. Food Loop's fine. You can see these are all the ones that lose money as well, and that is not a coincidence. That is definitely not a coincidence. Newton Aycliffe to Wimborne, that also actually goes that way, so that's also fine. Okay, I'm going to try this and see how we go as a starting point. We can slow time down again a little bit now. The only complication really is trains crossing over here. So a flyover will be needed in the future. We could potentially tap into this one that we've already got. Actually, was this here? I don't think this was here last time either. I've built that since. So yeah, that's part of it. And I'm just debating. I think from here, I could go straight out and across, and then do a rebuild here if it's necessary. So what lines have we got here? Chipping Norton Meat. That's one, but that's fine. Food Loop and Seaford to Holsworthy Goods. Which helps if you click the right thing. Now that one's actually perfect as well for this little experiment. So one more pause a sec. So after Hereford, after Hereford, you're going to go via this waypoint here, and then through all this stuff, and then you're going to go, so Chipping Norton is your next stop. So that is perfect for, I'll zoom in, this waypoint, and then this waypoint, and then from here up and over this bridge and via this signal. If I can find it. There it is. Awesome. And then on the way back, so again, after Chipping Norton, it's up and over this bridge, then via this signal here, and then it's this waypoint, and it's this waypoint, and then it's also this waypoint. And there we go. Rerouted. Now, as a precursor, I am going to start laying down this new track. Just so we get an idea as to where this will go. So you're going to run across to... Why is that suddenly slower at the end there? It's an interesting one. I'm going to do it like this for now, just to here. And then also on there like that, and drag you across. I think this side here is going to be shortened slightly so we can get the actual bridge approach in. I need this freight train to move out the way slightly without losing all my money. I knew it was going to happen. Hang on. Speed up time. We'll get this back. Again, it's like this bit here. So you're actually going that way right now, which is fine. Come on, give me money. Give me all the money. All the money. That'll do. Pause there for a sec. So now, if I remove that one and remove that one, maybe I can get this across. So it's from here to there. I mean, that's not the worst. And then remove this one. Remove this one. I'll replace that one in a second. For now, I need to get this one right the way across as well. There we go. If I can get it to the here. And then this one should come across. There you go. Now can I get this back in? I can get it this way. Yeah, not a big fan of that. If I can just remove... So I am actually going to have to remove basically everything here, which is not ideal. But what can you do? We'll replace this one like this. Actually, do you know what would be better? 1 second. If I can get this kind of like that, I suppose. Like this. Now, how far over does that go? That goes all the way over. So actually, that's not what I wanted to do at all. But maybe I could get it to do that. I mean, that works. We can make that the double slip then, and then maybe not that one. That one already is. Some of these actually can't be double slips, which is fine. That one can be. That one can be. Did I remove... Yeah, I removed the signal here, so I'm going to have to put that back in. And I also removed the waypoint here, which is a little bit annoying. That's not one way. But then again, the signal acts as the waypoint here now, so that's fine. Over this side, kind of the same thing. You're part of the junction, in fact, so maybe I should have removed that track as well and just placed it. Could still do that. Could still do that. I also need this one. In fact, no, I don't. No, I am going. Yeah. So I'm kind of talking to myself as I do this as well. I think this is fine. And then this line here is going to come around. I'm going to keep it level. And on a embankment for this little bit at least. Like that. And then this section here is going to be a bridge. Now I could just keep this as the cheap bridge, because, you know, boats can get underneath. I'll see how much it costs. If I was to use like this one, for example. Yeah, see, it's more expensive. So if I went back to... I mean, what is the default one? There's a question. Hang on. I don't know how to get back to the default one. Oh, I'll just do that, I suppose. Yeah, see, look, it's cheaper. It's cheaper and it's easier to deal with. So we can just do that. And in fact, I've aligned this completely wrong. So we'll try this again. There we go. You are the right-hand side. Yes, good. So yeah, boats can get under here. It's not perfect, but it's doable. If I can get this like as close without touching. Oh, there. Look at that. That's actually pretty spot on for what I wanted to do, which is awesome. We'll bring it up to here and build. Right. Now from this side, you should be able to get all the way across like that. Nice, nice. We'll add that double slip back in just to keep them happy. I think that's the only double slip we'll have here, just to keep things happy. Now we'll build the second half of this, which will go all the way around as far as here. And then this section, it's going to come across. In fact, we could... we'll have it come across like this. And then here. Where are we at? I need this to come in and connect. How can I do that? There you go. And then you come in like that. And then here is going to be a crossover. Hopefully. Maybe not. Okay, so I'm going to leave that one as is. It's not the best looking junction. But then this was awfully built. So I think until the money comes rolling in, I'm going to have to leave this looking like it is. And then just build a crossover like this side. Like that. We're just going to have to live with that as the design for now. And then this side. So again, it's already connected in like this. So that's fine. Good stuff. This bit here, I mean, it's not the neatest. Could do with a little tweak or two there, but again, it's fine. We'll go with it. And then signals. That's the final piece of this puzzle, it seems. So I go back. I mean, I could just do it like this, I suppose. One way, yes. Auto sig, yes. If I was to build one here, like so. I was hoping that would take us right up to the end here. It didn't, but that works. Likewise with this. One here. I'll remove this one quickly, because we definitely don't want this blocked up. I like the way, yeah, that just about works. Look at that. And then it bridges over there perfectly, and then it should... Yep, look at that. Over the river as well. Nice, nice, nice. Now, does this side work? Nope, not quite. That's fine. Turn off auto sig. Stick a signal there. Come through here. Turn that one off. So all those lines that I've just rerouted, we're going to have to reroute again. But that's no big deal. We can live with that. Was there a way... I was wondering if there was a way here to connect this across, but I don't think there is. I don't think that would fit. Like if I was to grab this. No, I don't think. Oh, no, no, it's not snapping. That's just going blind. Yeah, so no, never mind. Okay, one last crack at this then. Minerals and grain. So now, coming out of Gravesend, you go via nice and simple. This signal here. There. And then you continue straight on down into that tunnel. And everything on this side should be set up. I think. Is that just the... Hang on. Oh, you know, you are fine. For some reason you come out at... oh, yeah, because you come in from the main line. That's why. Yeah. No, you're fine. That's... Yeah. This is about as good as I can expect for this. Seaford to Holsworthy. Same deal. When you come in from Newton Aycliffe. In fact, I think you're the first one to go the other way along this line. You go via that one there, and then on the way back from Seaford, I've done that thing actually where I haven't routed it through the centre track properly, so hopefully over here it is smart enough to know, seems to be smart enough to know which direction it's meant to go in. I will actually for this one, I'll probably do it for minerals and grain in a sec as well, add those back in. So after this waypoint here, you will then travel along. Whoops. It has actually already done it, but I will do it anyway just so it knows for sure. You will travel along that line there. Quickly grab minerals and grain. So again, on the way back, you go via that signal, and then over here, you go via that waypoint. There we are. Good stuff. And yeah, hopefully this does fix the problem. I've been looking at diversion routes for quite some time now, and this was the best that I could come up with as an idea. So what do you do? Chipping Norton, then you go via that signal. Excuse me, got hiccups now. And then after that signal, you will also come across this bridge there. And then I think you just switch over and then you're fine. Yeah, I've been coming up with alternatives in my head for quite a while. This was the best I could come up with. There probably are better ways of doing it. But for what it is, I'd say this is still alright. This one, out of Newton Aycliffe Freight Terminal. I think we only need this now. There. And then on the way back, I think I only need to add this one. It's actually, again, it looks like it's auto configured itself, which is nice, but it's still good to get that confirmation. And I will still come up with an idea for here, how to get it across. It might be a dive under that then surfaces over here again, particularly if it's running to the freight terminal here. If it's going along the main line, that I don't know. That we might just have to bite the bullet and have it cross flat. But I think in this area anyway. Oh, there's the Newton Aycliffe minerals. But then that has to go the way it's going. This one though, this one can be rerouted too. So you come out of Gravesend Harbour. You go via that bit, yeah, that's fine. And then here, you go via that signal. And then after Harrow, you come back via this signal. And then we remove both of those. Although saying that, I do still want you to come this way. There's probably a couple of other trains, like minerals and grain, could probably be directed down this way as well, thinking about it. And then it's already on the right line. And then when it comes out, yeah, that wouldn't work either. It still has to cross over here. Any others? I think that... Oh, Chipping Norton meat? No. On the way back, actually, it can use this line. In fact, on the way out, it could use this line. Yeah, because it starts here. So that one could come this way too. Awesome. Let's do that. So Hereford South. We can get rid of all of these. And just have it go via this waypoint. And that signal. And also, because you're heading over this way, this signal. Wherever it's gone. Lost it. There it is. And then on the way back from Chipping Norton, again, we'll get rid of all of these. You're going to run via this signal. And then, not there, over here. This signal. And then this waypoint. I imagine this station is going to get quite busy now with all the traffic rolling through. But I think we'll be fine. I hope we'll be fine. Seaford to Luton Goods. Is that one that we need? Yeah, that is one we need to set up as well, actually. Because you run... You do run to there. So after Harrow... So on the way out, it has to go the normal way. But on the way back... So from Newton Aycliffe Freight Terminal here... It can go via... this signal and this waypoint. I'm hoping, again, some of this is rendered obsolete once the update comes out. And the update is coming soon. It's just a question of I think a release date has actually been announced, but I can't remember what it is off the top of my head. Yeah, that's looking better for this bit. And then finally, Seaford to Holsworthy Goods. Which again... so Chipping Norton, it comes up and over the bridge there, which is fine. And then that's when it goes via this signal and this waypoint. And then on the way out, it goes via number 3 and then... You're going to Holsworthy, aren't you? I think, do you go that way? I think you do. So we'll make sure that it is running the correct way. Which is up and over this bridge. Like so. Okay, I think that's all the lines now, rerouted. I will unpause the game in a sec. How long have I been recording for? 48 minutes. That's actually pretty good timing. Minerals and grain is the last one I'm looking at. So this whole section here, I'm wondering if it's worth routing the trains up this way and then via a triangle, but I don't see it myself. I don't see the benefits. This whole setup here though does need rebuilding because this dive under here is just awful. It's the ugliest thing I've ever built, I'd say. And the way this is all connected up and everything doesn't help. So that will probably change. This bridge I'm fine with because freight trains probably aren't going faster than, 50, 60 miles an hour here anyway. The only other thing I would change is removing this line from the station and actually having it just as a piece of track. And then, like the crossovers and everything there is fine. Yeah. Okay, let's unpause. I want to see which is the first one of our trains to actually use this stretch of line. So where are you going? You're heading towards Seaford. Did I change this one? Yes, I did. So perhaps this one is waiting. If I just... there we go. It auto turns anyway, so that's fine. So this train here is currently blocking the line. But once it clears, does it start moving? Nope, because that passenger train's being released first. Then maybe we'll see some movement. And again, this line here could be a problem, but Considering the goods trains used to have to cross over this way, they're now actually following, like they go from the outside here to the outside here, and it actually should be fine. This train is connecting across, that's also fine. I think we've increased the amount of traffic crossing this section here as well. I will still add this second crossover. I'll rebuild this junction a little bit. I'll probably do it off camera just to save some time, but I'll turn this into a double track across, and then that will come along and that will turn into a junction here. And then that should work as well. You can see that this is coming down this way, and I think it is working, which is fantastic. Awesome. Right, we are losing money right now, but hopefully it will come back. As for this section here, that's all fine and good. This train here, yeah, it needs to wait for the line to clear, but that shouldn't be an issue. I think everything is okay. I'll keep an eye on this, obviously, make sure that things remain okay. But for now, I think we're in a good position. Which I'm very, very happy about. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button if you enjoyed the video, and of course if you're enjoying the series. I know not much happened today, but as I said, it's all about now trying to break even again so that we can start building big projects. And trying to get more trains routed through here was one of the big problems that we had, particularly with the old freight train movements here. I will still go ahead and build this new line here. I am also tempted still to have trains on the freight line here actually come down this way via Newton Aycliffe docks, and not have to go up and over this, purely so that they're on the right side of the station, or the right side of the junction here, to just continue on with their journey and not have to deviate wildly. Other than that though, yeah, hopefully this works. Hopefully this works now. Bridge House seems to be doing okay, the rebuild over there, so hopefully, fingers crossed, this one is as well. But yeah, thanks for watching. Hit the like button, drop those comments down below, leave your feedback, it's always greatly appreciated. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, be sure to hit the subscribe button. If you have already subscribed to the channel, thank you guys for your continued support. It's always very much appreciated. And until next time, I will see you soon.